Like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds, or every time you lose a game of Fortnite, your power will go out. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your second favorite PE teacher, Denver. Today, we're going to take a look at the 10 most rage-inducing emotes in Fortnite history. Now, this spans every single season of Fortnite, and trust me, if you've been danced on by one of these emotes after being eliminated, you are going to agree with us. Now, stick around for the last 3, though, guys, because these last 3, I can guarantee have made you want to throw your controller or keyboard and mouse across the room. But make sure that you guys are subscribed because we post so many good videos for you on this channel, and you definitely don't want to miss out on any of it. So hit that notification bell while you're at it, and then leave a like on this video right now so that you can let us know you're enjoying these videos. And let's get started. Coming in at our number 10 spot, we have Sad Trombone. Now, this emote was only attainable in Season 9. You got it by reaching level 46 on the Battle Pass. And I feel like I can almost remember the exact day that players started to reach level 46, because after a couple of times of being eliminated and having a player spam the Sad Trombone, you realize quickly it's time to get off for the day, which is exactly what this emote does. Not only that, but the way the character just looks into your soul as they play the trombone, and it just says, "I'm disappointed in you," just makes everything way worse. All right, it's not all bad though, because don't forget, while they were practicing their Fortnite trombone skills, you were probably busy playing real life trombone, which is way more useful in the long run, at least some people say. Now, speaking of being useful in the long run, number 9 is available in the item shop like twice a month, it seems like, and that is Laugh It Up. That's right. Now, this emote has made headlines throughout the internet with how funny and seriously just downright disrespectful it is as a Fortnite emote. Many of you will remember the day this one came out. The entire squad had to load up their V-Bucks and get it so that you could just spam it at any given moment. Now, some emotes need to be timed well with eliminations to be funny, but the Laugh It Up emotes, it's funny no matter what, when, or how it's used. That is, of course, unless it gets used on you after being eliminated by the opponent. Then it's not funny at all and makes even the calmest of us players rage. Now, speaking of emotes that can make calm players rage, how about number 8? Take the L. Now, this one goes without saying. We basically just had to put it on the list. Take the L is used now as a universal symbol on Earth for disrespecting another person, even outside of Fortnite. This emote came out in Season 3 and was received after reaching Tier 31 of the Battle Pass. And not only is it old, but it's incredibly rare at this point for many of the player base, because many of the players back from Season 3, they don't even play anymore. Now, that doesn't matter, though, because now anytime you see a kid at a sporting event get on the Jumbotron, they instantly either start taking the L or maybe flossing, right? I think we both know which one is worse, though. Oh, you don't? Well, leave us your opinion on this one down below, because honestly, it's a pretty close race. Now, speaking of worse, you're probably wanting to know what could possibly be worse than Take the L. Well, that is, of course, number 7, the Clown Emoticon. Now, this isn't really a dance, but technically it is an emote. And trust me, if you ever been clown emoted upon after being eliminated, it is one of the most frustrating things ever. They're basically making fun of your entire existence as a player, even if the battle was fought well and you cranked your heart out. A player that has a clown emoticon at the ready is a player that is there to tilt you. Not only that, but this is another surprisingly rare emote that came from Tier 94 of the Season 6 Battle Pass. That way you know when you get clown emoted that the player has been causing rage-inducing seizures for basically 2 years now. Shameful. Now, not technically as shameful as number 6, though, and that is Behold, the one where you throw your arms and are like, ta-da! Now, picture this scenario. You just got fully looted up and have multiple legendary items in your inventory. You fought through like 6 different solo players at this point and have narrowly escaped elimination at every corner. You're bruised, you're bloodied, and you're ready to take the W when all of a sudden there's a guy sitting in a bush and he charged shotguns you in the head for 220. Then, as your legendary loot sits there sprawled across the ground for the world to see, the enemy player sits there almost as if they are stunned that their plan actually worked. They do nothing until eventually hitting you with the Behold emote. Now, instantly, any player at this point would make the logical decision to move away to a foreign country, change their identity. I'm pretty sure that's the only way to recover from that level of disrespect. Now, there is one emote that you can't recover from, though, and that is number 5, the slow clap. Oh boy, when you get slow clapped, you know that whatever play you just made will probably go down in the history books for being bad. Seriously though, when a player slow claps, it's both a sign of respect and disrespect, but the enemy player in their head is thinking, wow, that was a really, really bad play, but I respect it. Another great thing about the slow clap, and I don't know what kind of luck this has to be for it to happen, but anytime that a player has slow clapped on me, they always get sniped for standing there after the fight and emoting. So it's like the perfect instant karma emote. What would really be epic is if we got to witness a chain of slow clap emotes where one player emotes, gets sniped, and then it continues for like 4 to 5 players. I don't know if we'll ever see that day. Now, what we will see is number 4, the calculated emote. Do you know that kid that's super good at math for like no reason? They even say their special catchphrase like, I love math, and I really liked Algebra 3 and pre-calculus, but stats just ain't doing it for me. Well, they're that kind of player that when they demolish you in a 1v1 will pop out the special calculated emote. This emote came out in the Battle Pass of Season 5, and ever since has been used primarily when the play that got you eliminated was one of the worst plays in the world. But it worked. Take this for example. So you're running through Frenzy Farms when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're instantly eliminated from something that apparently came from the corn. You start spectating and then realize that they are literally just crouched in the corn, no shield, nothing but a gray pistol, but somehow managed to 200-0 you in like 2 seconds. Sure, you should have had better reaction time and built, but they popped that calculated emote, and your ego is shattered. It's a sad, sad day for you. Now, you know what will make that sad day better though? Our top 3, which are some of the most tilting, most rage-inducing, most controller-throwingest, keyboarding, smashingest emotes in the entire game. But first, make sure that if you guys have been enjoying this video so far, that you are subscribed to the channel and that you left a like on the video right now. It really does help support the channel so that we can keep bringing you guys this awesome content. Now, let's get into our top 3. And what better way to start off our top 3 than with confused. Confused is basically the exact opposite of calculated, because if you get emoted by this, it likely meant that you somehow managed to get eliminated by the enemy player in the dumbest possible way. Now, this happens to the best of us. Doesn't matter who you are, how much you practice, sometimes you just make dumb mistakes, right? And immediately regret it afterwards. Like getting into a crazy build battle and then all of a sudden just holding W and jumping off because for a split second, you thought you had the mats, or that maybe you had bounce pads to be able to save you. That's never happened to me, by the way. Of course not. Seriously though, as soon as you get eliminated and the camera spectates the person that you were fighting for upwards of 90 seconds at that point, they're standing there in their build and pop the confused emote. And that's when things get ugly. Because now, not only did you lose, it's 100% your fault and you can't blame it on anything. But the enemy player gets the satisfaction of watching you do all the work for them, and there's no worse feeling. Now, sometimes though, it's good to laugh at yourself, so don't beat yourself up too much over it. Okay, now let's take a look at our number 2 spot. And I'm kind of cheating here just a little bit by saying any dance that a duo can do together after you and your duo get eliminated. Take the double up, for example. You and your duo are in a battle at catty corner, and eventually all resources are exhausted. You say that final, "This is it for me, brother. Good luck," as you take that last charged shotgun to the face. Your duo fights valiantly in your honor, but in the end, it doesn't matter, and they eventually perish to the enemy duo. Once you start spectating, you realize that neither of you even took one tick of shield off of them, and they're basically full health. Then they do the double up dance. Clearly, they're the superior duo. They know it, you know it, and your duo knows it. Okay, congrats everyone. You guys have made it to the number 1 spot. I know. Hold the applause, because this is about to get crazy. The single most rage-worthy emote in all of Fortnite history is here, and it's none other than the default dance. What? You don't rage when you get default danced on? Oh, it's just me. Okay, fine. Let's take a look at the real number 1 spot then, which is still the default dance, specifically the one that sounds like this, because technically there are 2 sounds to the default dance. I don't know if you guys knew that, and one is superior to the other. Now, there is a specific scenario when the default dance is used that causes this obscene rage, and that's specifically when you've been chasing a default for what seems like the entire time you've been playing Fortnite, then all of a sudden they turn around just as you're about to eliminate them and they charge shotgun 200-0 you in the face. That gut-wrenching feeling where they're standing there perfectly still, you know what's about to happen. They're frantically trying to figure out how to emote like they've seen on all their YouTube videos and streams from pros that they've watched, and then the new player figures it out and they default dance on you. Rage mode engaged. Now, I know we all like to rage at Fortnite every now and again, and I do too. I find myself raging from time to time, I'll say, especially if you get tricked by a fake default. But don't forget, guys, it is just a game, and if you're not having fun, you can always go play something else, like Rocket League. I've really been loving Rocket League. Or just watch the next Den Top 10 videos that you missed. We have a bunch of really good ones. Use code ThatDenverGuyYT in the item shop. Hit like and subscribe if you guys didn't already, and I hope you guys had a wonderful day. We'll see you in the next one. Love, Denver.